Billionaire investor Warren Buffett has turned a winner this year despite wild stock market gyrations. The world's richest people, including Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos and Larry Page and Sergey Brin, have seen their net worth nosediving in the first few weeks of 2022, except for Warren Buffett. Buffett is considered the guru of value investing. Banks, energy firms and other value stocks have rallied this year, boding well for Buffett. Against this backdrop, below we highlight a few ETF strategies that could be followed if you are a fan of Warren Buffett. Apple AAPL is a key holding of Berkshire's portfolio, making up more than 40% of Berkshire's portfolio by market value. The Oracle of Omaha investor now owns over 5% of outstanding the Apple stock. There is a set of consumers who always choose to buy Apple products irrespective of inflationary pressure. In 2017, Buffett indicated that the Apple stock is a buy candidate as consumers want the product, despite its prices. This gives Apple the leeway to pass on the rising costs to consumers, which won't hurt sales, due to sheer brand name. And Apple is now paying off to Buffett. His Berkshire Hathaway clocked $9.8 billion in gains on January 28 as Apple jumped on a strong earnings report. Plus, information technology business normally does not require recurrent capital investments, which makes it an inflation-friendly investment. CNBC's Jim Cramer said that big tech stocks are lucrative bets amid rising inflation and chances of higher interest rates. Hence, one can bet on Apple ETFs like Technology Select Sector SPDR Fund XLK, Fidelity MSCI Information Technology Index ETF FTech and Vanguard Information Technology ETF. Buffett has long been a proponent of the index ETF investing as it offers a diversified approach. Buffett once suggested buying an S&P 500 low-cost index fund. "Keep buying it through thick and thin, and especially through thin," he said. Berkshire Hathaway, NYSE, BRKA, NYSE, BRKB, undoubtedly owns one of the most followed equity portfolios. People love to watch Warren Buffett stocks. Don't believe me? Just wait 45 days after the end of a quarter. The avalanche of media stories revolving around what billionaires buy and sell is legendary. I searched the words, Buffett November 15, 2021, and got several pages of hits. The weird thing is, Buffett's not doing a whole lot of buying these days. Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio was worth $310.7 billion at the end of September. However, the holding company sold $2 billion more in stocks than it bought during the quarter. As a result, it was a net seller for all 3 quarters in 2021. I suspect we will find out in mid-February that Buffett was also a net seller in the 4th quarter. That's not to say you won't find some gems hidden amongst the usual suspects. I've put together a list of 10 Warren Buffett stocks that belong on your watch list in 2022. All the names on this list have at least a 10% free cash flow, FCF, margin for the trailing 12 months, TTM. Apple, Nasdaq, AAPL, American Express, NYSE, AXP, Coca-Cola, NYSE, Co., BYD, OTCMKTS, BYDDF, VeriSign, Nasdaq, VRSN, Charter Communications, Nasdaq, CHTR, Visa, NYSE, V, ABVI, NYSE, ABV, Restoration Hardware, NYSE, RH, Berkshire Hathaway. As I like to say, follow the free cash, and you generally can't go wrong. You can't put together a list of quality Warren Buffett stocks without including Apple. Berkshire's largest equity holding represents 45% of the portfolio's $349 billion in assets. Heck, Apple just became the first $3 trillion company. Even though it's probably going to bounce above and below this symbolic mark for a while, it does speak to its hold on the technology sector.